John, what'd you make of it, man? There's a lot, and again, this goes for everyone. 215-592-9494 from the offense to the defense. Jake Elliott, Sirianni, the roster, the NFC, the way it sizes up. I mean, there's a lot to it. Saquon breaking the record. John, floor is yours out of the gate. What'd you make of it, man?
Win with some mixed results in the passing game that have been highlighted and we'll delve into. Frustration from top players on the offense.
Yep.
I would say frustration from some really good young players on the defense. Cooper DeJean getting schooled a little bit out there.
You mean your frustration with him, not frustration from him?
No, I'm saying he was probably frustrated by a seasoned vet that was schooling him. I mean, we were frustrated watching him get schooled by a seasoned vet. I was frustrated watching mixed results in the passing game. I'm sure, we have a uber talented wide receiver named AJ Brown, who is now you see how much focus we place on the running game. Our offense, the rushing attack, is a priority. That's a strange spot to be in for a coaching staff. Now, Saquon, he just set the rushing the all-time team record yesterday. Huge deal. Great job by him and this offensive line and those receivers for going out there and blocking on those running plays. The rushing attack is flourishing, and sometimes you go out and you have 4 catches for 43 yards. AJ Brown, and that undermines. It undermines your talent. It does not speak to how great you are. That's for sure. But I'm okay with him being mad. I'm okay with him, feeling frustrated. I'm okay with Jalen feeling frustrated. He talked after the game about things not syncing up. I wanted to look into what that could be referring to. I think synchronization was the term. Second drive of the game, Devontae is uncovered, like an 11-yard cushion. And he thinks Devontae's going to just look right away. He thinks that there's going to be a blitz. This is an unscouted look. I'm telling you, this is what I saw on film.
Okay.
You got 6 guys on the line of scrimmage, just flat across the front. One of them is the backup safety, number 36. I don't know what he's doing over there. I don't know what this 6 across look is with one linebacker off the ball in the middle.
Yep.
I would assume that's a blitz look. I think that's a blitz look. Jalen thinks that's a blitz look. He looks to Devontae in the slot knowingly, and they think that they're going to do a quickie. So Jalen gets the snap. Devontae, instead of immediately looking, he takes 3 steps and then looks. But with the timing of it all, remember, this is an unscouted look. They haven't seen this 6 across look with the backup safety on the line of scrimmage much. They expect a blitz. Now they're trying to communicate this, but they don't quite communicate it completely on the same page. Devontae takes 3 steps. Jalen thinks it's no steps, looky, and so it doesn't time up. It doesn't synchronize. Jalen, instead of being able to throw this pass into a cushion of 11 yards to Devontae, who could take this to the house, Jalen eats it. It looks like a QB keep where he just, concedes and goes down after 3 yards.
Yep.
We don't, in the final tally, it doesn't look like much, but it is a frustrating play that's the synchronization not working out. So I do understand. The next play, it's a designed quarterback draw with a lead from Saquon.
Yep.
And Jalen makes a terrible read on the blocks in front of him and takes a loss on the play. It was there. So the bottom line was he ended up doing against these unscouted looks. There were times where he was uncharacteristically sloppy. Jalen was. The offense was. I guess that's the lack of synchronization that he's talking about, but I understand. And it's okay to be frustrated. I'm glad after a win that they can be frustrated and we can be frustrated and know that our team is still good.
All right, so look, there's a lot of ways to go here with reacting to the game and what was said after the game and how you feel this morning. And obviously all of it there for you, 215-592-9494. So it's a strange one to react to because think of these realities. 9 wins in a row, phenomenal. Birds clinch a playoff berth, tremendous. I mean, it's a great bounce back from the way they got just skunked at the end of last year. And they're back in the postseason, and we knew they would be as of about 2 or 3 weeks ago, but they've clinched a playoff berth. They have held serve for the 1 seed, and that's not necessarily the greatest thing because, it would have been good if Detroit had lost or Minnesota lost. But, it is what it is. The Eagles did at least what they had to do to keep serve with those teams that won. Saquon breaks LaShawn's team record, which is an incredible accomplishment. He stays on pace to break Dickerson's NFL record, which is phenomenal. But then there's the but. So, here's the thing, man. It's one of those things where they close out a game against a bad team, but they win it. It's obviously a horrendous passing game. Jalen struggled in many ways with the passing element of the offense. The post-game comments, to be candid, are what bothered me the most yesterday. And I primarily am talking about AJ Brown. I got to be honest with you guys. I was very, very, very disappointed in what AJ said. John, I agree with you. He's got the right to be frustrated, and I don't mind him being angry. But there's a way to go about handling it. And we saw team fracture last year. We saw comments in November and December that started tearing away the fabric of the team. I'm not saying it's gotten all the way there. I'm not saying that at all. But I will tell you this. This team could have used AJ not saying what he said. Could have. Let's listen to what he said post-game. We'll give you a taste of some of it, and then we'll react. A.J. Brown post-game. Dude, I don't mind you being frustrated at all, but I think you made a big mistake going public. Listen to A.J. after the game.
The offense wasn't good enough. What are some things you think that the offense needs to improve on?
Passing.
AJ, I know everybody wants to get in a rhythm, and Devontae was acknowledging that. Receivers, just like running backs, want to get in a rhythm. How hard is it as a receiver to get into a rhythm when you guys are only throwing the ball like 20 times?
Incredibly tough.
There is no reason for A.J. Brown to do that. That's a good reason.
Do what? He's being short. He's being frustrated.
No.
What's the objection?
The objection is he is lifting the curtain and telling the public, I'm really aggravated, and by the way, my quarterback's screwing up. That is.
He didn't say that at all.
That's what he said. And John, here's
No,
that's what he said.
You said that.
No, that's what he said.
A.J. Brown did not say the quarterback's screwing up.
But it's what he's implying, John.
No, can we hear that again?
Let's listen to it again.
No, he said passing?
Yeah, but he's talking about the quarterback.
No, let's listen.
No,
he's not.
Yes, he is. Listen to it.
You know what he's talking about? He's talking about the timing. He's talking about the fact that they're getting unscouted looks. He's talking about everything. Yes, the quarterback.
But the quarterback's the biggest part of it.
And the fact that the running game is now prioritized and he's going out there and blocking every play,
and they have
that doesn't help either.
And I'll just
he
say
does not say the quarterback
I know he doesn't,
is the problem.
But I believe he's implying it's the bulk of it. And here's the biggest element of it that's a problem for me. 9-game winning streak. I don't want to hear A.J. Brown called WIP in March talking about WIP fans, talk show host started causing consternation. A.J. Brown
you are causing consternation saying this. He did not say the quarterback is responsible. He said passing.
I understand that. The quarterback passes the ball.
Yeah.
Quarterback passes
You know
the ball.
that there's a lot more that goes into the passing game.
But
the coaches call the play. The offensive line blocks the defense.
But here's the dirty little secret about this. Hold on. But here's the dirty little secret about this team that a lot of people didn't want to acknowledge through the year. The quarterback's been one of the worst players on the offense. Now, I'm not saying
he makes the offense go.
No, he doesn't. The offensive line is
John, this is unbelievable.
John, listen to me for a second. The offensive line and Saquon Barkley make the offense go. Mm-hmm. Saquon again bailed the Eagles out yesterday, and that's great. And with a 9-game winning streak, there was no reason for AJ to go there. But let's listen to it again. Yes, he doesn't say Hurts by name, but I feel confident he's implying
This is too far. You have taken this too far. You are wrong.
Okay, here's AJ yesterday.
The offense wasn't good enough. What are some things you think that the offense needs to improve on?
Passing.
AJ, I know everybody wants to get in a rhythm, and Devontae was acknowledging that. Receivers, just like running backs, want to get in a rhythm. How hard is it as a receiver to get into a rhythm when you guys are only throwing the ball like 20 times?
incredibly tough.
All right, so that's part of what he said. Let's listen to more of what he said when he continued on yesterday.
What are the conversations like with Jalen during a game like this, when maybe the passing game isn't everything we want it to be?
Not too much conversation, honestly. So I don't know.
So here we are, and it's got a similar sort of thing to last year, where there's wins that are stacking up, again, during the portion last year when they were stacking, but now you get this kind of stuff. Totally unnecessary.
What are you talking about, man?
I don't know.
What did he do wrong there?
What do you mean what I'm talking about?
What did he do wrong there?
He dimed out that the quarterback's not communicating well on the sideline with him.
Oh, my
John,
God. No, he didn't.
He didn't. He just said...
What are you talking about?
John,
He's saying
I
not
think,
too much communication there. He doesn't want to talk about any of this at the time, by the way.
You're talking about AJ Brown?
Yes.
He's the one that went there.
He was asked a question.
Let me explain to you the way
answering.
Let me tell you how to answer a question
as minimally as possible.
Let me give you an answer after a win. Let's listen to Sirianni after the win. This is the way an adult answers a question where there's negative elements in the midst of a winning streak. Listen to the way Sirianni answers this question and ask yourself, doesn't this make you feel better about where they go from here when someone's an adult, about how to handle some adversity, but also shine a light on the many great things that have been going on?
We're all going to come away from this coaching, playing, and say, hey, there's things we got to do better in the pass game. But, our run game was able to do some really good things. I think that's fair. The questions of our pass game right now, but how cool is it that Saquon Barkley what was it, Bob?
Team rushing record.
Yeah, we have a team rushing record in whatever we're in week 13. So we were able to run the ball well today. Jalen had some really good runs. Saquon obviously did a great job. Offensive line did a great job blocking.
He went on from there to praise the defense. He praised Jalen in much greater depth. He talked about how last week he talked about him as MVP. It's just astounding to me in the midst of a 9-game winning streak that a wide receiver, and I didn't love some of Jalen's comments after the game, it was unwise by AJ. It was unnecessary. So look, you be the judge. You make of it what you will, but I thought AJ...
I think you're being incredibly small-minded. He's a guy, he's a wide receiver. He's not lashing out. He's not acting out. He's minimally answering questions.
He's speaking out.
Because he's a wide receiver. He is one of the most talented wideouts in the league. He's blocking. He's run blocking diligently every game. Exactly.
9.
He's answering minimally. He's frustrated too. Doesn't want to talk about this at depth.
Well, he screwed up. He screwed up.
No, he did not.
He screwed up.
He's doing his job by answering questions, and sometimes you just don't feel like doing it. He's doing it. He's doing it in a lesser fashion than what you wanted it expounded upon. But he's reminded every day not to expound upon anything every time he answers a question.
And he screwed up.
And his PR department is saying, way to go, AJ Brown. You did it perfectly.
You think the Eagles are
happy? No, they're not. Stop.
John, you're acting like a bozo.
Stop.
He said nothing.
We can parse what he said. There is no way PR is happy about it. There's no way.
You think
because of the way you are twisting this.
John,
nobody's twisting it, dude.
You got to chill out here. So look,
you guys are totally misreading.
He completely screwed
his
up.
intentions.
Okay, that's fine. Look, 215-592-9494. We'll take your reaction today. It was a win, but a disappointing win. But a win. I was more disappointed by what happened after the game. I really was. Your phone calls and reaction to it all. Joe DeCamera and John Ritchie. It's going to be a busy day on 94 WIP.